So back in the study at home, and I realised that in my last video on thoughts on Brexit, there was one thing that I wanted to discuss more, which, um, I forgot to mention. That is because I speak to a wide variety of people. I'm aware of their circumstances, and I'm aware that my circumstances are different to a lot of people. So I realise why my views are different than most people. But this, when I've been talking to someone who is from another country, and they're from Azerbaijan actually, and we were talking about Brexit, and it made me realise that a lot of people outside our country understand Brexit, because this whole thing really has been about immigration, the whole Brexit issue. And so the chap I know, he understood why people are voting for Brexit. In the area where I live, there aren't a lot of immigrants, I'll be totally honest. Yet in local cities, there are. So I don't live in an area of heavy immigration. So I'm kind of slightly shielded off from the effects of it. But, when I go to visit my brother who's in Birmingham, I do understand how there's a lot of immigrants there, and how sometimes they really do not integrate well into society. And if we were in their comparable situation, if I went to their country and started trying to do some of the things that they do, we just wouldn't get away with it. We'd either be laughed out of town, or worse, probably assaulted, or even killed in some places. So but overall, I'm still. This doesn't affect how I would have voted, but it does make me realise that a lot of people do actually understand the Brexit issue, and so the opportunity in all this chaos is to realise is for people to realise that the people who voted do have valid concerns, and particularly the immigration thing about people they're going to a new country, and really they should, if they're going to be there, that's totally great, and I'm in favour of that, of the immigration, but they need to integrate themselves properly within that society and not expect people there to adapt to their ways. I mean, obviously you can go to a new place, you can show people, as an outsider arriving anywhere, I respect their local culture. I can show them, I can give them ideas, but I don't expect them to adapt to my way of thinking, my way of living. They can keep on living their way. If I'm going to their territory, I will respect them, and so on and so forth. That's the main point. So yeah, that's it really. I can't think of anything else really right now I want to add to that, except to say that it pays to be able to see both sides, and I do understand both sides of the argument a bit clearer maybe than I did before, being shielded off from quite a lot of these issues.